Hi everyone, and welcome to Tarot with Anne-Marie again. I'm recording this episode this week, as in we've not got a live show for you, and this time it's all about the World card. I'll be back with you shortly on our lives. I'm just away for a couple of weeks, as in having a bit of a break, but I didn't want you to miss out on anything. We are at the World card, and its astrological association is with the planet Saturn. And this is the planet of lessons, teachings, and responsibilities. This is the Major Arcana's final card in the Tarot deck's last card. And it's been a challenging and long journey through the Major Arcana for all of us. And one would almost feel exhausted coming into our figures 21 in the Tarot. As we know, there are 22 Major Arcana cards and 56 minor. So this is card 21. Why? Because the Fool, even though it's our first card, starts at 0. So exhausted is the last thing that this person looks like. She appears to be vibrant after her big old journey, energized and happy. And in the World card, we are experiencing the culmination of that Fool's journey. So the World is where the Fool has arrived after experiencing all that life has given to her. The Fool has survived this journey and will be feeling proud of themselves. And there's been a lot of knocks, and it's helped them test their inner strength and their resourcefulness. So the World dancer has taken the time to stand still and appreciate the many blessings of what life has given of actual value. They've accepted responsibility for life, and through self-examination have become aware of the imbalances of the shadow. She has heeded the advice of wise ones and learned to detach herself from the negative influences of others. And instead of giving up and falling to pieces when times got hard, she picked herself up, dusted herself down, and carried moving on forwards, understanding that whatever didn't break her would ultimately strengthen her. Now, the figure in the World card, which represents the mature Fool, if you like, has done that and earned her place on the winner's podium. Success is now hers because she's learned the vital lessons of life. And along the way, she has achieved the ultimate balance of challenging herself of the 4 elements which are in the corners of the cards. So the success has been earned by the physical, intellectual, actions, and the spiritual. She now knows the vital ingredients that are needed to survive. So she's learned this not from a book, but from direct experience of living. She's participated by being involved and proactive and eager and fearless and curious. She's got an open mind. And there's many multiple ways of approaching every situation. She's learned from others and the environment, but arrived at her own conclusions rather than follow others. She's become self-sufficient and responsible. She could have gone through life as a passenger, looking out the window, everyone else's life, wishing and dreaming she could have what they've got. But she chose to get up and be herself. She could have let others control her or live her life according to their rules, their mindset, their beliefs, but she's got her own plans and ideas. Now we stand and congratulate the figure in the World card, for in the completion of her journey, she has ascended into the school of life. And in the World card, we see a woman standing in the center of a large laurel wreath. The woman is naked except for that flowing sash, which swirls all around her body. She holds 2 wands loosely in her hands. The woman appears to be in motion as if she is dancing. The sky is a clear blue in the background, and we see the 4 symbolic figures from our Wheel of Fortune in each corner. These figures represent the 4 elements that I was talking about: air, water, earth, and fire. And in the Wheel of Fortune, these figures are depicted in black and white. In the world card, they are depicted in colour, and this suggests that the woman has learned the lessons of each element and approached life by incorporating them into her life. She's now in perfect balance and harmony and is not ruled by anyone. So the woman is understanding that in order to find fulfillment and to take each element and make it work for her, she must live life together with equality. It is only then that she's got access to the best and each element that it brings to her. Each element has a unique gift and they can be beautifully complementing each other. By cooperating and complementing each other, they negate any excess that may threaten to disturb her peaceful world. So by applying the approach and lessons of each element in moderation to her journey in life, she has achieved her goal of lasting success. She now has all the secrets that came up from the universe, which is like looking at our high priestess when she's looking at the Torah. And there are clouds around the 4 elements, which are representing spirit. And this reminds us that this woman has a spiritual connection to everything in the universe and beyond. She is not alone in her triumph, for there is no success for anyone without success for all. She's aware of her own contributions to the pool of the collective, and she knows that due to all the trials and triumphs that she's gone through in her journey, that others can now benefit from her vast experience. So she has a clear understanding of her place in the universe. She fully understands now how life is working, and the laurel wreath is symbolizing her success and achievements. Notice the figure and the 8 ribbons at the top and the bottom of the wreath. Can you see that? So what we're saying is it's like the figure 8 around the actual laurel wreath, which is the infinity symbol, which suggests an awareness that has no beginning and no end. And the world itself is continuously moving and rotating. This leads her to understand that all this journey of hers might end for her right now, but more will come in. So life is constantly renewing itself, and the universe will not permit stagnation, for that would lead to decay. So the apparent movements of the woman in the body of the laurel wreath suggests this very understanding. She's achieved her goals and found fulfillment, and there are more goals to achieve and other mountains for her to climb. She's holding her wands loosely, which is very symbolic. For her to make magic and access the energy from these wands, it is not the ritual of power contained in the wands that creates the result. The magic lies in the intention behind the ritual. So she is like the mistress and the high priestess in her own world, and she dances with life. So the world card can bring long-term success and great inner happiness. It offers a beautiful sense of personal fulfillment and achievement. It also reveals to us that success comes through going through a life, if it's true and lasting, and long-term success can only be found from within. We can survive anything if we're happy, and we need to believe in our abilities and our strengths. Now, if this comes up in a reading, one of the meanings of this card is, it shows that things augur well for lasting success. And if the world card is appearing in answer to your question, it's always a positive card and it's always a yes. It can signal that you are finally achieving all of your goals and all that you've strived for and dreamed of is now yours and time to feel proud of you. However, now that you have your success, you mustn't stop because there's so much more to strive for. This is just the beginning. There's more beautiful journeys awaiting you. There may be success of completion of a project or a successful outcome of a situation. The World card reminds you that success will be yours by finding your inner balance and your own harmony. Inner happiness and a healthy self-image comes from the World card when you cut this in a reading. The woman in the World card looks really relaxed and content with her body and her nakedness. She's comfortable in her own skin, and that beauty comes from within. Success is ongoing, and the figure in this card is in constant motion. The World often appears in a reading to symbolize receiving an award, promotion, accolation. It's a time of sometimes being the center of attention. Maybe it's a graduation from school or college, or gaining a well-earned promotion at work, or maybe coming first in a competition. So you've beaten the odds, and it's time to give yourself a pat on the back. You may be experiencing a touch of recognition for your talents and achievements, so everyone will want to hear and see you. People might put you on a pedestal right now as a role model. They may look at you for inspiration, for their ideas. When the World card appears, it's time for you to take your place in the world, or to create your world, because you've got the knowledge and the experience that you need to succeed. It's not by chance, it's because you've put in the effort. And so when it appears, we need to think that we are protected from all of the negativity from the outside world. Nothing can get through that thick laurel wreath around you. And the world is an excellent place to be in. You're protected by that figure 8 in the ribbons of the infinity symbol at the top and at the bottom. It's a beautiful card of travel, and can mean travel or connections with places in the globe. Maybe it's time to step out into your own world and experience more of the outside world, for there's a lot to see. In relationships, it can suggest a partner that you've met when traveling, or someone from another part of the world. But the relationship in the World card usually suggests that this is a balanced dynamic and highly successful. And it would mean that it is something that brings great success and achievement within your life. If you are looking at career-related issues, travel may be in connection with your career, linked to another country or globally. If it's business, you may be expanding internationally. So as we said, the World card is the final card in the major arcana, and is numbered 20. The World is linked to Saturn, the planet Saturn, and like the Wheel of Fortune, it links to all of the 12 zodiac signs. The World card shows this naked woman dancing, presumably in the earth, because we've got the blue sky and the center of the laurel crown. And in each corner, we've got these wonderful symbolic figures that we met before in the Wheel of Fortune. The nakedness of our dancer shows simplicity, joy, and innocence. Her heart is sincere and unhindered, as being naked shows that she is unencumbered by life and burden-free. She's got quite a bohemian feel, don't you think? Free-thinking soul who is expressing her happiness and free from any constraint. Her right leg is leading, showing that she's moving with her creative self, and her dance is carefree and quite liberated. It's made up with no rules, and it can show that she is super confident. She has long flowing hair, which represents youth, virginity, and innocence. And here it flows freely, showing a time when you're getting ready for the next phase, where you're about to flow with life. In the image, her hair is strawberry blonde or blonde, depending on which deck you're using, which shows a warmth and a commitment to changes and dreams. In some versions of the tarot, her hair is blonde, and she has tiny blue flowers around her, which shows the blue flowers are about an intellectual calm, blue being calm and peace, and around her head being the intellectual, where the mind is connected to the higher self, and the thoughts and wishes are at peace and trust with her commitments. She has a bluish sash with a touch of red sometimes at the base of it, and it flows with her as she moves, showing spiritual or higher wisdom. Her hair and sash show that she has movement, she has grace and energy. And the air is flowing through this card, brushing away any cobwebs as she dances, carefree and relaxed. The 2 wands show balance with creativity and a balance of opposites. Indecisions are not usually an issue for her, as long as things are recognized as a possibility. One wand may represent what she's achieved, and the others can show us what might be next, as her emotions and thoughts decide whether she will opt for that. The victory wreath that's around the dancer represents optimism and success. If you're going to get a victory wreath, it shows that you have battled against a lot of odds, and you know that this wreath is a symbol of the fact that you have won, and the prize that's offered in this card is the emotional, the spiritual, sometimes the practical and the personal, yet it's really about your physical actions that have materialized. So what will affect all is the achievement that it brings. If we look at the wreath, it's neither got a beginning or an end. It's a bit oval shaped. And so we found this in another card, which is the Fool. And so this makes a victory for her. So it shows that she is in between 2 different states. The victory wreath plays a gesture. This card is in between states of her spiritual self and her practical life. The red ties that are binding the wreath at the top and the bottom show vitality and drive in the physical world, and they are placed above and below so that the desire for the mind matches the willingness of the physical, so that everything is in balance. It's tied in a pattern of the infinity symbol, figure 8, and that shows a continuation, one thing leading to another, a continuous cycle. She's dancing in the blue sky, surrounded by lovely white clouds, symbolizing her inner mind. And the blue sky simply tells us that everything is calm and fine. So we see in the 4 corners that we've got the guardians of the heavens from the Wheel of Fortune. And they're in each corner. And they're not holding the books like they were in the Wheel of Fortune. They're not studying, they're relaxed, and they're bringing touch of heaven down to earth for us. And they're combining all the elements of fire, water, earth, and air on the world's 4 corners, showing that this is unlimited potential. There is an acceptance concerning responsibility for our own will and the need to create. And when the world card comes, that knowledge and potential has been realized, and our talents are exercised and actualized and not wasted. It shows further development for future. Success creates more success. But the world offers a time to pause, take a breather, and enjoy what you have done, and dance and feel liberated between the stages in our life. As life is not just about sorrows, it's about joy. And we need to celebrate that and turn a page before we start a whole new chapter. We can now go into our future with an even load. And we know that that security, that we have, that knowledge that we have brought to this. So when you are in the world card, you're placed on the wheel. And from this point, the world's energy will last with you. So you're given freedom to go in different directions and take advantage of its offering and enjoy being on top of the world. It's a time to dance, celebrate, into a place where you celebrate coming full circle as it was. Even if it's a tiny event or situation, not just the big ones. You're filled with confidence when this card comes up. It leaves you feeling liberated and passionate. It's also a card about being in the right place at the right time, maybe meeting the right people or person that you need their help with. And everything seems to be synced. It's about travel and going from one episode in life to the next. So the world card is about completion and success to any area of life. Events, hard work, luck, all falls into place, leaving you feeling fulfilled. The world leaves you feeling connected to your life and its situations. You feel firmly grounded and in control, a sense of satisfaction and contentment. You'll feel passionate about life and continue to enjoy what has been gained. This is about new chapters emerging, new phases in life, and the world brings positive change with gratitude and excitement. It's about long-term happiness and progress wherever it's possible. If you are waiting for a success, stay on track, because this is a card saying that you are constructively going in the right direction towards your dreams. Things will fall into place for you. Outcomes will be successful. The World card tells us to aim high and reach for what we desire, and the potential is there. Everything is in place for your dreams to happen and come true. You might positively be placed into the spotlight, might be celebrating and applauded for all your skills, talents and actions. You will feel fulfilled knowing that your achievement has something of value for yourself, and what was set out to be done has been accomplished. Everything is happening at the right place in the right time, pleasing you with the outcomes and the progress. The World card also symbolizes travel. This is a very positive card. If you wish to make any big moves, such as immigration or even an extended stay away. The World card dancer is in this laurel leaf, and she leaves behind her past, but her body moves forwards towards the future. She's ruled by the planet Saturn. One foot down, showing connection to the earth, and the other foot is up, which shows the soul's release. The wands symbolize that what she has manifested has come to fruition, and they symbolize involution and evolution, which are constantly taking place. The wreath is that of a victory which encircles her. So the World card is about accomplishment and ultimate fulfillment and discoveries, creating, synthesis, working in unison, achieving your heart's desire, finding a beautiful solution, using a gift or a talent, savoring the present, finding contentment. Until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful card, The World. I certainly did. My name's Anne-Marie, this is Tarot with Anne-Marie, and each week we look at an individual card. We do that on Thursdays, and then on Tuesdays, I'm back again. We look at combination of the card that we studied on Thursday. That means being able to incorporate how to read the card that we've studied and how it comes up in a reading, and how the pieces of a reading can come together by combining that with other cards. I teach tarot courses, and my website is Tarot with Anne-Marie. Please do have a look, because if you are looking for growth in your tarot journey, this is the place to be. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything, and press the notification bell. Then you will be notified the next time that I am on live or record a video for you. If you think that this video can actually benefit someone you know who wants to grow in their tarot knowledge or has something to share to this community, please do share it with them. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.